All right, folks, and welcome back to another episode of our venture in the visual novel, If My Heart Had Wings. Last episode, we got all the materials in so we could start rebuilding the wings for the glider. And of course, as the student council vice president found out, we are actually doing legitimate club activities. And it seems to hint, as far as the way the novel is presenting it, it seems to hint that Akari, the student council vice president, might have a little bit of interest in our main protagonist, Aoi. To which, of course, sparks a little bit of jealousy among some of the other characters, as we well know in the last episode. So if you didn't see all that, I would advise you check that out. Because I'm pretty sure you'd be squinting like, little sister, you got something going on, some type of interest there that we don't know about, or that we gonna find out. But then again, anyways, I digress. So, with that, we're going to continue on afterwards, which pretty much they got back to the dormitory, possibly to make dinner and whatnot. Please excuse me if I sound a little nasally. I'm getting over a cold. I think I caught it in time. I've been gulping down vitamin C, so I think I caught it in time. But I'm still dealing with the residuals of that, the whole snot nose and everything like that. So if my camera goes off screen, it's because I'm probably blowing my nose and I don't want you to see that. So, with that, kinda go, if you will do the honors. Absolutely, and with that, let's begin. Once we began work on building the main wings, the Soaring Club garage suddenly came to life. Everyone had their own tasks, and was able to find an outlet for their increased motivation. Also, this had an effect on things outside the garage too. For example, at lunchtime one day.
I
have no idea.
大きさかな。他になんか違いあったっけ？クロスの方が薄いけど繊維が長いから引っ張り強度が強くなるんじゃなかったかしら。そっかそっか。マットの方が曲面になじませやすいからややこしい形のものを作るときはこっちなんじゃないの？じゃあ主翼を作るときはガラスクロスの方が適しているのね。大きいし平らだし強くしないといけないから。そういうこと。
Recently, it's been like this, with Kotori and Aga having lunch together. Kotori is always reading an introductory book for FRP, and if there's anything that she doesn't understand, she asks Aga. When Aga had free time, she was studying thick technical books about glider production, and she had taken from the bookshelf in the garage. She can also read these books while eating her lunch. Because Kotori was spending time with Ageha, the feeling that Kotori wasn't part of the class began to subside, which could be called a welcome byproduct. Also, like what's happening now, other people in the class can help Kotori, and it looks like she is having more and more chances to talk to people.
おい、みなせ。女子ばっか見てんなよ。
I'm not. I made a few friends in class too, and started having lunch with them. I wonder what they're thinking about. As far as building the main wings goes, I'm just a helper, so that doesn't really have much to do with me, but I'm just interested. Well, I mean, I want to talk to them about the glider too.
しかし、お前すごいよな。
Why is that?
転校してきていきなりあのハバネさんと仲良くなっちゃってさ。望月先輩ともお近づきになったんだろ？
It's all just by chance. Kotori, who used to have a stormy relationship with the girls, seems to have been treated differently by the boys, who found her a bit unapproachable but showed a certain kind of respect when they spoke to her. Maybe because of her legs, or perhaps because she's pretty. but mainly because she has that kind of don't talk to me aura about her.
たまたまね。
Yep, it's all by chance. Since I became the dorm mother, maybe I've been speaking about her in a similar way. The fact that I settled into the class so quickly was all thanks to Ageha.
言っとくがな、俺たちはそれも羨ましいんだよ。
Don't envy me, cause let me tell you, it's not all glamorous you think it is.
なんだよ、幼馴染って。
We were childhood friends. What else do I need to tell you? Yeah, it's true, but... It's kind of off topic, but it seems like Ageha is popular with the boys. Thanks to that, some of the boys are a little jealous and envy me. If the situation were reversed, I might be envious of them.
ああ、俺もソアリング部に入ろっかな。
That's too bad. We already have too many members.
嘘つけ。なんだよ、独り占めかよ、チキショー。
I ain't hogging them. I'm saving you from a trip to the hospital. In one corner of the classroom, Ageha and the others were getting excited talking about gliders, while the other boys and I were enthusiastically talking about typical high school boy stuff. Speaking of which, when I was at the all-boys school, these kinds of conversations were a lot less enjoyable, so I'm glad I transferred after all. This is how it usually is each day. After school, we go to the garage and get engrossed in the work we have to do. Ageha, who is also in the robot club, goes there on some days, but once she's finished there, she comes to the Soaring Club's garage to show her face. Also on those days, she comes to check Kotori's work and gives instructions like, "That's no good," or "Looks great," and so on. And finally, a few days ago,
そっとよ。そーっと剥がしてね。もう。よし、取れた。見て見て、ほら。
Kotori, having peeled the FRP plate from the mold, happily held it out to show us. All right!
やったね。
Without thinking, we all punched the air with a sense of victory. The smooth surface had a glossy shine to it as the light of the dim light of the garage shone across it. This 200 by 40 centimeter plate was one of the pieces that would make the main wings. The main wings are 8 meters long. There is a very high risk with making the whole thing in one piece, so they are made in separate pieces that are joined later.
見てよ、ほら。すごい滑らか。ほんとだ。私のとはえらい違いだな。
But won't the part where it is connected become weaker?
問題ないわ。接合部は厚く積層するし、むしろ強度は強くなるはずよ。これを磨いて色を塗るのね。全部できて接合したらね。完成はまだまだ先か。
I'm afraid so. That's just how it is.
This plate served to prove if the malfunctioning... Let me start that over. This plate served to prove if the manufacturing process works or not, and was made more as an experiment. Now, 10 more plates the same as this one will be made. It's so smooth already. Does it really need to be polished?
表面に理系剤が付着してるから、それをきれいに剥がしてやらないと塗装のノリが悪くなるのよ。
As Ageha explains, she checks all over the surface of the plate.
上出来。当たり前よ。何せこの私があんなに頑張ったんだもん。
Head pats for Kotori.
本当に綺麗にできてるな。いいな。
I think she's starting to go back into La La Land. As we talked among ourselves and stood before the first result of our work, we all kind of felt a sense of excitement and unity. Although it was slow, the production was proceeding smoothly. Sunday. Yeah, that's one life tip, folks. When you're doing a project, don't move too fast. Always move at the proper pace. Better to be late and correct than to be first and wrong. From tomorrow, our end-of-term test will begin, so club activities have been stopped for the time being. If we secretly work on club activities and get found out, it could be problematic for us, so we must stick firmly to the rules. Which is why we are only meeting at the garage on Sunday. The cicadas are singing loudly, which is normal for this time of year. It's already at the peak of summer. Once the end-of-term exams are over, our long-awaited summer holiday will begin. Can begin, rather.
おーい、葵くん。
Is that you, Amane? On my way to the school, I hear Amane calling from behind.
珍しいな。一人かい？
Yep, I'm just riding solo. I had some dorm mother work to do. The others couldn't wait, so they left without me. Early this morning, Ageha had come to the dormitory and had left with Kotori. Those two have been getting along recently. Seems like they finally opened up to each other.
そういえば、二人でいる時も会話が弾んでいるみたいだ。
Yeah? In what way? They must be talking about the glider.
主に君が話題の中心だな。
Ah! Really? I wonder what kind of rumors they've been making up. I can somehow imagine it, and it would definitely be something stupid.
知りたいか？
Nah, it's okay. Just knowing that those two are getting along is enough. Besides... Aoi, focus. Focus.
どうかしたかい？
Aoi, focus. Well, you're not in your uniform today, Amane. I think this is the first time I've seen you like this.
ああ、これか。昨日久しぶりに家に帰ったからな。父の仕事の手伝いをしてきた。
Your dad's job? What kind of job does he do?
発明家だ。
Nice. An inventor. For a moment, I imagine a middle-aged man with big, thick glasses and a white coat, talking in a strange voice while pouring chemicals into a test tube, followed by a big explosion. It's not like the days of Edison. Now it has become a proper job title. Wait a sec. She said she's been home for the first time in a while. So does that mean she usually lives alone? I can't help wondering, but it seems there could be some family issues, so it's kind of hard to ask.
小鳥たちじゃないが、最近私も楽しい。
What do you mean?
部活だよ。みんなすごい。アゲハには作る才能があるな。起点が利くし、知識も豊富だ。小鳥は根気があるし、熱心だ。誰よりも飛びたいって思っている。
That she does.
葵くんはあの子らをうまくまとめてくれている。シミュレータではもう私より上手に飛べるしな。
Is that so? If they heard you say that about them, they would be so happy.
そうだろうか。
Yeah, I guarantee it. The reason why everyone can throw themselves into this so fully without hesitation is because someone amazing like Amane is here. Amane brushes back her long hair and smiles as if reminiscing about something.
君たちが来てからいつも賑やかだ。イスカがいた頃に戻ったみたいだ。
We still don't know who this Iska person is. There's that name Iska again. Person who wrote the flight log. What sort of person was she? And also, why does she always talk about her in the past tense?
早くテストフライトがしたいな。
I'm sure we all do. We all want to see the flight. Amane looks far away to a big column of cloud, as if she can hardly wait. What's up?
ジース。ウイス。
She looks so bummed out. Look at this. She looks so bummed out. I mean, just like, what's up, y'all? Oh, this is so cringe. She just looks so bummed out when you say that. Huh? Are you here by yourself, Kotori? I enter the garage with Amane to see Kotori by herself, camped in front of the air conditioner, looking bored.
姫木さんならロボット部の子に呼ばれて出てったわよ。
Oh. Robot Club. Recently, Agaha has been coming to the Soaring Club more often than the Robot Club. Could it be the reason why they called her for?
呼びに来た子が深刻そうな顔してたわ。
Don't tell me that's their club advisor, said Kotori lazily. Her face also seemed to say, I don't even want to think about it. At that moment, Agaha came back.
ただいま
Hey, Agaha. Did you get called away by the Robot Club?
ああ、
Oh boy. What happened?
ちょっと困ったことになってね。でも先輩たちの気持ち考えるとそうもいかないか。
Figures. What happened?
しばらくの間ロボット部に専念しなきゃならなくなった。
I figured there was going to be a little bit of conflict at one time or another. There it is. There it is.
それどういうこと？先輩、少しの間お休みさせていただくことってできますか？
Oh boy.
それはいいが。
You say a little while, but when will that be until?
早ければ夏休み入ってすぐだけど、遅いとお盆くらいまでかな。
Oof. That's about halfway through the summer holiday.
ロボットコンクールの予選だな。
Agaha nods.
私ら下級生チームは補欠だから出場する予定はなかったんですけど、先輩チームのロボットに問題があったらしくて、今からじゃ間に合わないから急遽繰り上げってことになっちゃったんです。
Great. The Robot Club is really popular. There are many members and are divided into several teams to produce a robot that meets the regulations for this year's contest. According to Agaha, while helping the seniors with their work, the juniors also practice by making their own robots. However, that's only for practice, and helping the seniors is the priority. It seems that usually you can't complete it if there isn't enough time, but this year Agaha has been really fired up, and she said they could do something about it. When the problem occurred with the seniors robot, and were no longer available to enter the contest, it was decided that Agaha's team would enter.
じゃあ主翼作りはどうなるのよ。直接作業してる時間はないかな。
Yeah.
ロボット部終わってから顔出すから、作業はハバネさんにお願いできないかな。無理よ、私一人じゃ。
I'll help. If this means that the main wings can't be completed, now is not the time for me to be doing pilot training.
お願い。ほんとごめんね。それじゃあ私、またすぐ行かなきゃだから。
Agaha made her apologies and left the garage. There was an awkward silence in the garage.
何よあの子、勝手なことばっか言って。
Kotori, don't start. That's not how it is. She was a member of the robot club to begin with.
でも、せっかくいい感じだったのに。
Amane, while Agaha is away, can I help Kotori? Amane?
それでいいと思う。そうしよう。
Amane seemed kind of annoyed, then went back to her usual spot sitting in front of the drawing board, and after that, she didn't say anything. Whoa, we got rain. On the first day of the exams at the end of the first term, the sunshine that we'd had for the last few days changed, quite unbelievably, into really being heavy rain. This would be my first exam since I'd come to this school. I've never been against studying, so I was quite confident, but when it came to the special subjects, I struggled because I didn't even know what kind of questions would come up.
はい、終了。シャーペン OK。
The answer sheets were collected. That's the end of today's exams.
寄り道せずまっすぐ帰れよ。明日も試験はあるんだからな。
That's what the teacher said, but I had brought my lunchbox.
アゲハどうだった？まあまあかな。私ダメだった。明日の英語に全てを託すわ。私はその英語がダメだから。
As always, Agaha was chatting with our classmates and taking her bag with her, left the classroom with them. Agaha. I followed her out to the hallway and called out to her. Are you going home?
ちょっと用事あるんだ。葵は？
I'm gonna go swing by the garage.
そう。
Agaha, are you...
アゲハ、何してんの？ごめん、先行ってて。何、葵。
No, nothing. See ya.
おお、明日もテスト頑張るぜ。
She said cheerfully, then waved her colorful orange umbrella around as she chased after her friends.
一緒に帰らないのかよ。
Look who it is. Whoa, it's you, Mabo. It doesn't matter, does it? Whether we leave together or not?
よくねえよ。お前ら最近ずっと一緒だったじゃねえか。気持ち悪いくらいベッタベタしてよ。
We're not getting clingy.
してました。なんとか部がどうとかって言ってさ。
What? What are you sulking about? The fact that you can't join us?
はあ？誰がお前らなんかとピッピー。
Don't spit in the hallway.
だいたいおかしいと思ってたんだよ。だってお前昔アゲハに告白して振られただろ？
Without realizing, I kind of stiffen up. How do you know about that?
アゲハから聞いた。
I can't believe it.
なのにまたつるんだりして恋愛経験豊富な俺に言わせりゃそれは不自然ってもんだ。
Bruh, I'm not asking you for no relationship advice. I think you're misunderstanding the situation. That was back when we were kids. Kotori, how long have you been there?
知らない。何も聞いてないから。
She denied it in a really obvious way, then zoomed off down the hallway at top speed in her wheelchair. Mabo, you bonehead!
じゃあなー。
Hey, hold it! Masatsugu skips away as I try to retaliate. What a jerk. Hey, Kotori.
私、何にも聞いてないから。聞いてないことについて聞かれても答えようがないから。
Is that so? Going against what our teacher had said, Kotori and I headed towards the Soaring Club garage. Because of the rain that had been falling since this morning, the inside of the garage was really humid. Sitting down in front of the air conditioner, opening up the textbooks for the subjects for tomorrow's exams, we ate our lunch. Jeez, Mabo. The thing that Mabo had let slip just now really was something that happened when we were just kids, and I think that Aga was probably forgotten about it by now. Even if she did remember, there are many other embarrassing or uncomfortable memories. At that time, we didn't really understand the differences between boys and girls, and you could say they were youthful indiscretions. Which is why I also don't think it has any special meaning. Amani, how was the exam?
受けてない。
You lucky student, you. Huh? That's right. She deliberately keeps dropping credits. Also, if she took the test like everyone else, she's so clever that she would be top of the class without even trying. By the way, strangely, Amane isn't hungry today, so it seems that the lunchbox I bought for her will go to waste. I'll put it in the fridge, so she can eat it later when she gets hungry.
葵くん、
Yeah?
姫木さんのことだけど。
What's this? I thought you weren't listening. Kotori ignores my sarcasm as she continues.
さっき廊下で話してたでしょ。あの子何か言ってた？
Oh. Nothing really. She said she had to do something and went home.
姫木さん、私たちのこと避けてない？ここにも来ないし。
Since Agaha said that she was going to focus on the robot club, she hasn't come to the garage once. Well, club activities are suspended during the exams. Aren't we the ones who are being strange for coming here?
そうかしら。ねえ、やっぱりあの話。
Yeah. The truth is, it was on my mind, so I asked someone I knew in the robot club about it. I asked about what the situation was on the day that Agaha was called for. At the time, Agaha said it was decided that her team would enter the contest, but she had kind of a sad look about her. I wonder if something else was said to her. Could it be that because she's in two clubs at the same time, she's losing her position? That's what I was worried about, so I asked about it, but apparently there haven't really been any complaints from the other club members. They said that there aren't many people in the robot club who are as enthusiastic as her. Anyway, the advisors of the robot club is Mr. Tobioka, who I'd heard rumors about when we were looking for members for our club. He has a grudge against Amane, and it's said that he sees the Soaring Club as enemies. It's not clear whether the rumors themselves are credible or not, but it seems that this is what Mr. Tobioka said to Agaha when she was called for that day. We do not allow our members to hold positions in other clubs. You must quit one of them. Amane, who was staring at the plans, dropped her pen. Apologizing to no one in particular, she picks up the pen. Amane has also been acting a little strangely since Aga stopped coming. She's been fidgeting and seems restless. Aga said it would be until the local qualifiers for the robot contest. It sucks that the production of the main wings has been slowed down, but let's wait until then. And with that, folks, I think we're also going to wait until the next episode to continue what's going on here, because we're pretty much at our 30-minute mark, and I do not want to make these videos too long. So with that, we're going to call it quits right there. So I thank you so much for tuning into this video this time around. So we're getting deeper into the story, and apparently we've got Mr. Tobioka, who's pretty much got a stick up his rump. And I get it. You know, you got this one student who constantly repeats the year. There's not much activity going on and all that stuff. But at the same time, it's like, okay, if there's not much activity really going on in the club, and you're sitting there now saying that your other member has to pick a side now, yeah, there's definitely some grudge in that. And that's definitely using people as leverage, and even using the club to a degree as leverage. And that kind of irks me. Now, if I'm wrong about this and I'm really seeing this from an angle that I really shouldn't be and missing a few pieces of the puzzle, let me know in the comments so I can, get on a better page. I'm just looking at what I see right now. I'll probably review the footage again to see if anything else that I missed in that regard. But we're going to wrap this video up and see how it's going to continue for the next episode. So, thank you so much again for watching. And if you like what you saw today, maybe leave me a like, and if you want to see more, by all means, subscribe. I got a big project that I'm working on too with a few other voice actors, so I'm hoping to get all that published, or start getting it published by March, early March, somewhere around there. So stay tuned for that, and stay tuned for news on my Discord server for updates on that. So until next time, happy mixing, everyone.